So you'll tell us what your name is and what department you're joining.
Wayne Jones, and I'm in the safety department.
How do you know God called you here?
That is very easy. I was working here voluntarily with the safety team years ago. And I applied for a job here years ago. Well, anyway, recently we had some unpleasantries happen in my career. And so I said, well, I need to sup. I'm going to retire. And then I'm going to look for just a job to do on the side. So I applied for a job at one of the local gyms, only to find out I missed it by a day. You know, so sometimes a no is hang on. And so in this case, the hang on was I got a text message from the director of Vince, who's in charge of the safety department. I got a text message, hey, you interested in work? Yeah. Now, matter of fact, when I interviewed with him the following, it was I think a day or two later, he said, you want to pray about it? I said, no, we've already been praying about it. And the fact is that I didn't even apply for this. I got a call. My wife calls those God winks. And nothing could be more certain than when you get that, the Lord's taking care of you. So very easy. Those things don't happen accidentally. So here I am.
Wow, I love that. How do you hope to grow while you're here?
I've always kind of had a servant's heart, and I don't want to sound like I'm preaching politics, but my generation, I've learned if the Lord can wash the feet of people and serve, if He can serve, then I can serve. So the little things that people don't notice are important. Let somebody not change the toilet tissue in the bathroom for about a week. You'll find out just how important that is. So the smallest jobs are big jobs. And so for me, I like the fact that I like serving. If someone needs help here, instead of pointing, I would rather escort them or show them. It's not beneath me to serve. I like it.
So good. Okay, if you could have one meal out of anything to eat, what would it be?
Oh, that's easy. I'm a Texas kid, so steak and any kind of potato.
Okay. Any kind of steak? Is there a cut or?
You know, it's all pretty good. I'm not a big flat iron steak guy because you have to marinate those to make them a little more tender.
You're right.
But I haven't met a steak yet that I didn't like.
End quote. I love that. Well, thank you for joining us. I know we're going to be better for you being here.
I'm excited to be here.
Thank you, sir. So give us your name and what department you're joining.
Michael Francis Kennedy, and I'm working now for the maintenance department. I worked in trees as an arborist, a certified arborist, for almost 30 years, and I think through Robert, he felt like he had the need to have an arborist on the staff. Plus, I'm a worker. You know, I like to be assigned work and to see it through to the end. And you know, before I start a job, I ask God to guide me and let me do the work today that I'm capable of doing the best way I can. Mm-hmm. So, you know, before a job, I'll have my quiet time, and after, you know, what I liked about working in trees or in the grounds is that you can step back and see something accomplished. You know, you actually see it. And then as I do that, you know, I see if it's good enough for the Lord. You know, how does it look to Him? You know, is it all right? Did I skip something? Did I not do it to my full capabilities? And that's how I do it. I try to do the best job I can and to be grateful that I'm on the right side of the grass today and God's going to see me through.
So good. So how do you know God called you here?
How do I know?
Yeah.
It all just came together. It came together smoothly. They were in a need, and I showed up. I had been unemployed for a year, and there was too much time on my hands. I didn't like that. You know, I just didn't like that much time in my hands, and this was an opportunity where they could use my trade and my know-how, and I'm a worker. So I feel now that, like I said, I'm a worker and I do hard work. Now I could do it for the Lord. So I feel blessed that this opportunity arose.
So while you're here, how do you hope to grow?
Oh, each day, each day I ask the Lord for guidance, and it'll be up to Him to find out how I grow. This past week, just going through the rigmarole of dealing with the motor vehicle department, it is, I had to pray a lot and just relax and do my prayers as I was told it wasn't good enough, you need this, you got to come back, wait online. So it's through that where you and I talked earlier, is that if I didn't have the Lord to fall back on through these times, what does one do? So I'm blessed to realize that I'm not suffering that bad. Christ suffered a whole lot more than my little problem of standing in line and being turned down or whatever. So I try to fall back on that and use that each day of my life.
So good. One last question. If you could have any meal with any food, what would it be? One.
Any meal?
Yeah. Any food.
I lost my dad when I was real young. I was 5 years old, and the 7 children of my mom lived with her parents, and they're from Yugoslavia. And my grandfather was a baker, and he used to make patitsa on the kitchen table and watch the nuts crushed and everything and try to. And I remember his hands were so large and how he worked with the dough. So I think Marcus's patitsa would be pretty good to have. That'd be great.
So good. Well,
all right.
Thank you for joining our team. I know we're going to be better for it.
All right. God bless us all. I'm going to do the best job I can.
Amen.
Right on.